Hi, my name is Neil, and I invite you to Inspire, Ask, and Thank, the Stewardship program for 2026. This is video 2 of Inspire, the narrative budget. The budgets don't always sound like the most inspirational thing, but I want to talk to you about creating a narrative budget. I have one here that our diocese produced a few years ago. This tells the story of how the financial resources of your church are used in practical ways to make a difference. You'll often have wonderful pictures of smiling people and little vignettes about the different areas of ministry that your donors are supporting. And this is a way you create a compelling story to build your case for generosity. And what a narrative budget does is it translates a traditional line item financial budget into a story about your church's mission and ministry. And it connects those very boring things like expenditures and salaries and utilities directly into purpose and outcomes and mission and inspiration, worship, outreach, education, service. And they can often show the impacts through photos and stories to inspire generosity. So here are some key things to think about in writing your narrative budget. Focus on mission. Tell the story of how the resources of the church are being used to make a difference in people's lives. And so we focus on 4 or 5 different ministry areas. It's transparent. We want to show how our valued donors' contributions are being used to fund specific and meaningful activities. And so build trust with your donors. And it's accessible. It presents financial information in an easy-to-read way, in a booklet or a brochure, rather than on complex spreadsheets. And of course, it's about storytelling. Using a story to tell the why behind the numbers, and showing how you change lives and touch people's lives in the community. Now, a narrative budget is more of an art than a science. We're not necessarily concerned about exact numbers, but we do want to think about the percentages of our budget and what goes where. So that will include things like running the building, cleaning and heating. It will include the cost of things like your priest or your youth worker. But it's important not to focus too much on salaries. Think about, when it comes to your priest, the different areas of their work. They may do liturgical leadership and preparation. They may do teaching. They may do administration. They will do pastoral care. So think about the whole areas that your priest works in, because it's important to show that they are engaged in very many different compelling things. So group your expenses. You might think about youth, mission, pastoral care, hospitality, across all these areas, and then allocate costs to the different areas of ministry. And then write your story. Describe the impact of each ministry area using stories and photos. And then design and share. Go wild, be creative, and create an interesting, engaging, inspirational document that summarizes how your church is making a difference in a way lots of people can understand. And it may open up an important conversation for you. As you look at your expenditures, ask yourself, how much are we actually spending on mission or for people outside our congregation? How much of our time is being spent on serving others? These are good conversations to have as you navigate your way through stewardship and inspiration.